messes up the pasta. Pasta bread, starch, all that good stuff.
I know it.
Stir up, stir it up. Okay.
I can't now. I got too many business.
Oh yeah, that's
I can't go nowhere.
That's what you want to hear. I got too many businesses. I can't go nowhere. I got too many businesses. I'm booked in business.
That time was just really dark.
Yeah.
I went from talking to my mom and dad 2-3 times a day to no one.
Sometimes you have to have some dark moments to push you into the light. You just had a grand opening.
I did. We had the grand opening on Saturday. But prior to that, I also wanted a venue. I just did not want that for me. So I lost the weight, started the business. I did so much that year. Everybody was like, okay, you're really having a midlife crisis. I'm like, no, I'm changing life.
Yeah, you have a gig. You cooking a booking.
Cooking.
You cooking?
I'm cooking.
For real?
Absolutely. Well, I'll figure it out.
Hey y'all, we are back for another episode of Riya4Real, and I have my really good friend here, Chef Cedric Frazier. Wait, let me do it again. Chef Cedric Frazier. That's a tongue twister.
It is.
Welcome, I'm about to say welcome, Frederick. Welcome, Cedric. That's your twin, Frederick.
Yeah, I know, right?
Okay, so let's give a little background first. You and I met about 4 years ago during COVID.
During COVID.
And I was online looking for a chef to cater my mom's 65th birthday. And I found Cedric and bugged the shit out of him.
She did.
For all these different dishes I wanted for my mom's 65th birthday brunch. And you came through and delivered, and you've been family ever since.
Yep, we are.
Like, he's my cousin, y'all, so don't fuck with him. Because you will feel the wrath. Okay. So let's just go into it. Starting off, what made you want to be a culinary chef, and how did you get started?
I just like the creativity of it. Well, as a kid, I was a big kid.
Okay.
Like, I was
chunky.
More than chunky.
Oh, okay. Heavy.
More than heavy.
Okay. All right.
I was born 12 pounds.
Okay. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I like to eat. And the joke is growing up, was making my own bottles.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Okay.
So, I guess that was the ability or the foresight of me liking food, which, I lost a lot of weight recently. So
and you look good.
Thank you. Thank you. 179 pounds.
Come on.
Down. So I'm glad
great.
about that. Thank you. But I guess, as a kid, I just liked food, and I just gravitated to learning how to cook and doing all of those things.
Okay.
And I eventually went to culinary school after college and honed in on that skill. And from there, I worked for hotels and all different kinds of things after I finished culinary school.
Okay. And you're from the South?
I am from the South.
From South Carolina?
I am from South Carolina, a little town outside of Charleston, St. George, the town of friendly people.
Okay, friendly people. And I heard everybody in your family could cook.
They can.
Okay.
They all can.
That's grandmas?
Grandmas, uncles, all of them. They can cook. Mom could cook. Unfortunately, they all passed away by now. But they were really good cooks. And so I learned a lot from them.
Okay.
Watching them and also calling my grandmother on the phone. Hey, how did you make this? And she would walk me through it. And I was like, I didn't do well on that one. And she was like, it's okay. You'll get it the next time. So she would encourage me like that. Or if I was there, because back when I was growing up, no one cooked on Sunday. Or if they did, no, they didn't cook on Sunday. I grew up they did most of their cooking on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
And so they would, when they came from church, everything was ready and all they did was heat it up. And if they did do anything, it was like fried chicken. But the majority of the meal was done on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
So they would roll out the pie shell dough, bake all the cakes, do all of this stuff on Saturday in preparation for Sunday. And so my grandmother, my great-grandmother, my aunt, all of us lived in the same community. And Sundays was a big deal. And so everybody was just on their porch, and you just went from house to house and saw what the next person cooked, and you could have it.
And so fried chicken, that would be cooked on
That would
Sunday.
be on Sunday.
Oh, okay, because I heard Ceddy don't burn no chicken.
No, I don't burn no chicken.
So I'm assuming everybody in that family also don't burn no chicken.
They didn't burn no chicken.
Okay, don't put me in the kitchen because she gonna get burnt, honey.
Right.
Okay, and I understand you grew up on a farm.
We did. We had a farm. My great-grandfather had a farm, and then on both sides, actually, of my dad's dad had a farm, but he worked full-time, but they still raised all of their stuff that they ate. And then on my mom's side, her grandfather, which was my great-grandfather, he had a farm. And then on the other side, her dad who was my grandfather, his family side of the family had a farm.
Okay, so y'all, like you said, I heard you. Who rang the chicken's neck?
My grandmother. And I saw it.
And she made it.
Mm-hmm.
Made the chicken.
Dip it in hot water, pull those feathers off, do what you got to, cut it up, and yeah.
But you didn't eat it.
Mm-mm.
Okay, no, I couldn't do that either.
I saw those little feet swimming. I was like, can't do that.
Oh yeah, I
can't do that.
Kill it somewhere else.
I know, right?
And cook it later where it's packaged up. Where you got to take it out the bin or something. Just don't kill it in front of.
My family was country. My granddaddy would kill possum and squirrel and all of that junk. I never ate it. Rabbits. He bought the raccoon. Yeah, not possum, but raccoon. That's it.
I was about to say
he brought a rabbit to the house one time for my mom to cook, and it was still jumping. I was like, I can't do it.
Why people want to eat rabbits?
I don't know.
Or raccoons. I heard raccoons and sweet potatoes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
They call it coon at home.
Coon.
I can't do it.
Nobody's coon. I don't want to eat no coon at all. No, thank you. And not the swine either, because y'all know Riya don't eat the swine. I don't fool with the pork. But you don't eat pork anymore.
I do eat pork.
Oh, you do?
I love ribs. And I love bacon.
No chitlins?
None.
Okay. No,
I can't do that.
I can't do the chitlins.
No.
We were talking about how Black people just culturally eat the whole damn pig.
They do.
And the snout, the tail,
Rooted
the
to the
ears. Yeah, I ain't no tutors, no rooters, none of that. This is bad for us. It's killing us. But I digress. Okay. So you became a culinary chef, went to culinary school. Mm-hmm. How did you get to Texas?
I would visit, just, city to visit. Mm-hmm. And so I came one time and I just casually said, I'm going to move here. And I kept saying it for a while. Mm-hmm. And I had just bought a house in DC, because I was in DC the longest. I was in DC for 16 years. Okay. And so I came here for a visit one summer. And I was like, next year I'm going to move. And I moved.
You just struck out.
I sold my house, put it up for sale, and then one day it sold. So
one day?
Like, yeah. That's actually the same day I listed it. I had 3 offers. So I was like, I guess I got to move now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. That means you were supposed to come here.
Yeah. And so I moved here in 2015 first.
Okay.
And then my job relocated me from here to San Antonio to take over a different school, because by that time I was running universities. And so I ran Howard University in Georgetown University, Pratt Institute in Brooklyn, UTA here in Dallas, mm-hmm. and then Trinity University in San Antonio. So they moved me to San Antonio. And San Antonio was nice, but it wasn't the Texas that I wanted to be in.
Right.
And so I was like, I didn't move here for that. So I took a job in Brooklyn. And then from there, I knew I would make my way back to Dallas. And so 2019, I moved back to Dallas.
Oh, so Ceddy got a resume.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Check the resume, please.
Yeah. I think a lot of people feel like I just popped on the scene because, I made a name for myself through culinary, but I got to realize I'm 53 years old. I've been doing this
You've been doing this
33 years.
You ain't
or more.
To it.
Yeah.
You're true to it.
Yeah.
Okay. So 2015, you stuck in the sand. You came Stick in the sand, I should say. Is that the saying? You know, I'll be trying to use the old saying.
Yeah.
Make it seem like I'm old soul. But you came to Dallas.
I came to Dallas.
Okay, and you've been here ever since.
Like I said, I moved away and then I came back 2019, and I've been back since 2019.
Okay. Please
right
don't
at the
leave.
start of the pandemic. I can't now. I got too many businesses.
Oh yeah, that's
I can't go nowhere.
That's what you want to hear. I got too many businesses. I can't go nowhere. I got too many businesses. I'm booked and busy. Okay, what was your biggest challenge in the beginning, and how did you overcome it?
Challenge of culinary arts or starting business?
Culinary arts.
I think the challenge for me was I didn't see a lot of Black people. It was, I just didn't see a lot of Black people in culinary arts itself. It was a very white dominated industry.
Yeah.
Not to say that there weren't any, I just didn't see a lot of us. Even when I went to culinary school, there weren't. And so I was like, oh, I don't know about this. But the more I stuck in it and the more time progressed, then I started seeing and going to different things and different conventions and stuff. I started meeting and seeing more African Americans or people of color in the industry.
Okay. So that was maybe like not a challenge, but more of a epiphany. Like, hey, I don't see too many of us.
Yeah.
Let me try to get us on out there, or at least add one to the list.
Yes.
Okay. And you did it. Have you ever been abroad and worked abroad?
I did not work abroad. I was supposed to go to Ireland, but I ended up not going to Ireland because we had we could do an internship there.
Okay.
But for whatever reason, I don't remember why I didn't go.
That's funny you say that. I've always wanted to go to Ireland.
Really?
I don't know if they like us out there. I don't know.
Who cares?
I mean, but you know, I don't want to go and they be looking at me like, what are you doing here? You know, whatever that Irish accent, or you know, they try to throw a leprechaun on me or something. Okay, so what made you branch out once you got here in 2019 permanently and commit to the Cedric Frazier experience?
So honestly, I always knew that I wanted to own my own business or become an entrepreneur. I just didn't know how to do it. It was around me, but I just never knew how to attract it and make it and become that. So I always said, oh, I'm gonna own my own business. But it really didn't stick until I moved here, and then my mom died from COVID 2021, February 21, and my dad died from cancer April.
Same year.
Less than 2 months apart. And so it was like when I was driving back from South Carolina, I was like, I got to do something.
Right. Yeah.
You know, you when you have that kind of stuff happen to you so fast and so close, it makes you think like life is short.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
If I'm going to do this, I got to do this now. And that's exactly what I did. So I went back to work, and then I was working for a hotel, and we were in a meeting, and he asked me something, and I was like, yeah, I want to put in my 2 weeks notice. He looked at me and was like, where did that come from? And I was like, I don't know. I'm just letting you know, I'm going to give you my 2 weeks notice. And so he was like, well, why don't you just take some time off, because you just buried both of your parents and you're dealing with that, and maybe it's just grief. And so in the back of my head, it was like, I'll take the time off, yes, since I'm getting paid. But I know when I come back, I'm still going to quit. And that's exactly what I did.
Well, I'm glad you did, because otherwise, everything that you've done.
I know.
Maybe that was your push.
It was the push, you know, because I saw my dad, I saw my mom work so hard. And I think she was the inspiration behind being an entrepreneur, because she could light up the room. Her personality, both of them were very charismatic, and they loved people. And my brother and I could care less, you know. You know, we were just the opposite. Like, why do y'all have to talk to every single person? And so, but we were different, you know. But I did know, like, I didn't want what I felt was inside of me to go to the grave.
I know that's right.
I'm being honest. Like, I really felt like I don't want I want to introduce the world to what I feel I have.
Share your gift.
Yeah,
Trying
I
to
want to share my
Stir
gift.
up the gift. You know
Yeah.
that song, my friend?
Yeah, I know it.
Stir up the gift. Stir it up. Okay. I'm glad you did. Sometimes you have to have some dark moments to push you into the light.
You really do. You
And-
really do. And that time was just really dark.
Yeah.
I went from talking to my mom and dad 2-3 times a day to no one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a tough. Losing a parent, period, no matter how old you are.
I don't care how old you are.
How old you are, it's going to mess you up.
Yeah. I mean, I won't say that I was okay like when my mom passed, but I rationalized at least I can still talk to my dad.
Yeah.
And then, like at the funeral, he wasn't feeling well, and he didn't tell me anything until after the funeral. And then he just called me one day and was like, "Hey, how you doing?" And then he's like, "I got something I really need to tell you." And he's like, "I have stage 4 cancer." I knew at the funeral, I just didn't want to tell you because you got enough going on.
Right.
And I was like, "Okay, well, you can beat that. Stage 4 doesn't mean." He's like, "No, sir, it's beyond that." And I was like, "Okay."
And 2 months later, you said?
2 months. My mom died on February 8th, and my dad died on April 3rd.
I got to give it to you. That's a powerful blow.
It's a powerful blow.
But you overcame and you still pushed and got your business together, brother.
I did.
Give me a pound for that. Give me a pound for that, because everybody ain't able.
No, some days I'm not.
Yeah, that's okay. The Lord holding you.
He does. He is.
He is. Okay, so what is the Cedric Frazier experience in its entirety?
So the Cedric Frazier experience is a luxury catering brand. And we started out as going into homes, doing private events or private dining experiences. And when we did that, during COVID, it was right on time because people couldn't go to restaurants. I remember the first person that called me, the very first person, he called me like, I think it was 12 o'clock in the day. And he was like, "We can't go to a restaurant. It's my wife's birthday." Oh, no, it was their anniversary. "We have a baby. We can't do anything. Like, can you just come and cook for us? I found you online. Can you just come and cook for us?" And come to find out, he was less than 2 miles from me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I whipped it all together. I told him what I could do for him. He was like, "Perfect. That's perfect." So I made all this food and served them, and he was so happy. And then I was like, "Oh, this could really work." And I posted it, and I had never been on social media before 2019.
What? Never?
Never.
Oh, my word.
I just hated being on social media.
I get it.
Yeah, and so one of my friends was like, "You got to get on social media." And so I would just post food. I would never show my face. I would never show anything, just a plate of food.
That's all it's about.
That's all it's about. But he was like, but my friend said, "Okay, now that you're showing food, you got to show your face. People are going to connect with you and the food. They're not going to just connect with food. They want to know who is cooking all of this good looking food." And I was like, "I'm not ready for that." And so I fought it. And then one day I just started, doing it. And then people started calling.
That's how I found
I know.
Social media.
Media. I remember you telling me.
Yeah.
I Googled a Dallas chef and you popped up.
Popped right on up.
Yep.
I was, and he black. Yes. All right. Yes. Book him. All right. So you have some new business ventures.
I do.
You just had a grand opening.
I did. Last Saturday, I opened my catering kitchen and cafe. I always wanted a catering kitchen because all these years I've been either cooking out of home or renting a catering space. And so that's really costly. And I just wanted my own building. And so I found it and we moved. We had the grand opening on Saturday. But prior to that, I also wanted a venue. I didn't want a big venue. I have a very intimate venue. I am the exclusive caterer. You can't bring your own food.
Okay.
All
right. You got to let people know.
Yeah.
I'm coming here with that.
And so we basically we are full service. We provide the bartending. We provide all of the decor, all of the food and everything. And we have 4 rooms. You can buy out the entire space or you can just rent one room for your event.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And is that the venue that opened this past weekend?
No, that opened in January 2024, and it's called Luxuria.
Luxuria, yes.
Yep,
Okay.
and it's in DeSoto, Texas.
And the one in Red Oak, let's talk about that.
So that is called the Cedric Frazier Experience Catering Kitchen and Cafe. Okay. So we're open Thursday through Sunday, where people can come in and grab their food. We have limited seating, so it's more of a grab and go or takeout. Okay. Kind of. But it's still all the dishes that I'm known for making, shrimp and grits, and chicken and waffles, all of that stuff that we do. But we only serve soul food on Sunday.
Soul Food Sunday.
So for Soul Food Sunday.
Is the chicken and waffles on Sunday?
It wasn't this past week because Sunday was our first, but eventually chicken and waffles will be on there.
With the maple syrup that I like?
With your maple syrup.
Okay, let me tell y'all, it's this vanilla maple syrup that he has.
Vanilla bean.
And it's to die for. Literally, your food can be cold and you can still eat it because it's that damn delicious. Like the first time I had it, I was like,
I thought you were going to drink it.
I swear it was, and I love vanilla. Like, but I've never had vanilla bean maple syrup. Yeah. Like, and it's homemade.
It's homemade.
Like,
yeah,
it's the bomb diggity. Yeah. Like, if anybody, if they was to ask me what my favorite is, it's definitely that. Your stuffed salmon.
Yeah, you do
delicious.
Love that. And you've bought the pasta a lot.
Oh yeah, I'm a pasta lover. Honey.
Yeah,
I love anything pasta.
Yeah,
like I'm gonna tear that up. People like, why you so skinny? I don't know, cause I messes up the pasta, pasta bread, starch, all that good stuff. So no swine, no. That's swine. Probably what it is. No beef, no swine.
Oh, you don't eat beef either?
I mean, I'll cheat a little bit on my pizza.
Okay.
And I'll have an In-N-Out burger. Okay. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
But steak, you won't catch me eating.
I'm not a steak person either,
So it's really like I'm not a big meat eater.
Yeah.
So, but anything else, I will tear it down.
Okay.
You saw me last time I was at your Valentine's Day event.
Saw you.
The plate was packed. All right. So, you also have your own line of cookware.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So let's talk. What made you want to do that?
I saw all these other people doing it. I
know that's right.
I mean, for me, it's like if they can do it, I can too. I can too. I want it to be. I want to be multifaceted. I don't want to just be known for cooking.
Right.
I mean, I have other stuff that I'm working on, other products that I'm working on. So I want to be a household name.
You are.
I want to have my own seasoning. I want to have my own cookware. Yes. I want to have my own kitchen gadgets. I want to have my own chef jackets. They're just things that I want. And so
I will.
I will have it.
That's right.
Yeah, I will have it. And I'm working on all of those now. And so I figured, everyone else has them. Tabitha Brown, who I love, she has hers, and Martha Stewart and all these different people have theirs. Yeah. And so one day I'll be on a shelf in Williams-Sonoma and Marshalls and all of these stores, and Target and Walmart and all of those.
Market Street. What's it called? Market Street. What's the marketplace?
I don't know.
Somebody's market.
Amazon.
You're gonna be in all the markets.
I'll be on all of them.
I can't wait for the season because I know the season is gonna be fire.
Absolutely, they are.
And you from the South too,
I'm
so you know the names.
Yeah.
And what you gonna conjure up? Oh yes, I'm ready for it all. So let's see.
So short.
Let's see the cookware.
So this is the cookware here. It is a 6-piece set. They come in 9, 10, and 12 inches.
Okay.
And so they have like a honeycomb mesh non-stick coating to it. It's very heavy. It's really a professional grade. A lot of the people who have purchased them, they're always like, oh, I didn't know they were this nice. I had one lady who has already bought 4 sets because she has homes in several different cities.
Okay.
And so she says when she goes, she loves to cook. She don't want to lug with them, so she just bought them for each one of her homes.
Oh, and you know what? That's one I don't cook, but I need to get better about just having cookware, period. Yeah. Because even when I'm scrambling my eggs, my skill is like 8 years old, maybe even older than that.
You need to set
I need to go ahead. A 6-piece would probably be good for me.
Yeah. Well, now when you say 6-piece, it's really 3 skillets and the lid, so that's what makes it 6 pieces.
Oh, okay.
So I don't want it to be deceptive that it's 6 pots or 6
I don't even need no pots. I'm not boiling no oxtail stew or nothing like that. I'm scrambling make a little hamburger helper without the hamburger and some scrambled eggs and stuff like that. So skillets is really what I need.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, y'all. Y'all better hop on there. How can they get this?
They can go to my website, www.thecfxp.com /cookware.
/cookware.
Yes.
You heard it here. There's nothing like having a good skillet, honey. Good skillet, pot, all that good stuff. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Yes. All right. So what do you want people to know, or how do you want people to feel, I should say? How do you want people to feel when they're tasting or experiencing your food for the first time?
For me, cooking is a love language. So I just want people to reminisce back to those days that made them happy and enjoy. Food should be enjoyed, but it shouldn't be abused. Mm-hmm. And so a lot of my life, I abused food because I overate, and so I had to get a hold of that. Right. And I think when I first met you, I was way bigger than this. I lost 179 pounds.
Yeah, that's wow.
Yeah,
179. That's me plus some.
I know. You didn't have to rub that in though.
Oh no, I'm saying that's great. That's such a great accomplishment.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're saying with that.
No, I'm serious. I knew I was big. I know.
No, but some people would never be able to do something like that.
Yeah.
179? Mm-hmm, congratulations. For real.
I needed to lose weight. Health issues and borderline diabetic and all of those things. And I think after my mom and dad passed, it was just an epiphany. Like, that's going to be you if you don't do better. Mm-hmm. And I just did not want that for me. So I lost the weight, started the business. Mm-hmm. I did so much that year. Everybody was like, okay, you're really having a midlife crisis. I'm like, no, I'm changing life. Yeah, I'm changing the course of my life.
Yeah, you getting your business in order.
Yeah.
Personal and professional.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do. Our health is our wealth.
It really is.
It really is. Like me being older, like I'll be 37 this year. Bones is cracking, honey. Bones is cracking. Sciatic nerve on my left side. I got to sleep with a pillow under there.
No.
So when you get older, my mom used to say all the time, keep on living. Yeah. That's my daddy used to say, keep on living. Like, I am living. What you talking about? Yeah. But now I see what he's saying.
Absolutely.
What he said.
Yeah.
Like, you have to take care of yourself. We only get one temple. And this, she will mess up on you if you don't take care of her, right? Like, I'm just starting to take supplements and I've got to get my eating habits together. But as far as like even taking a daily supplement now, I'm actually doing that. Someone introduced me to it and I just keep it by my nightstand, take them at night, and I actually feel a lot better too.
That's good.
I got to get better with the eating because I eat pizza once a week.
I mean,
that's not good. It's so damn good, but it's not good.
Yeah.
But I got to get better. Yeah. But to say health is our wealth, we just got to take care of ourselves.
That's true.
Okay. So say President Obama called you. What's your best dish that you would come with to feed he and his family?
It depends what he likes. What is it that he likes? I don't know what
I don't know either. What if he would say, hey, Chef Cedric, I just need you to come through. Give me your best dish. Me and Michelle and the kids are hungry.
Well, not you trying to sound like
it. I kind of hit it a little bit.
You did a little bit. I would probably say, I do a really good crab cake. So,
I've had crab cake.
Yeah, everyone loves my crab cake. So I would say since he lived in the D.C. area, I actually still have a residence there. So, I would probably say he eats crab. So I would say my crab cake with a bed of corn mok chew. He would like that.
Corn mok who?
Corn mok chew is like a Cajun corn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Or in South Carolina, we call it fried corn. That's all.
Okay, just a little fried. But if you want to sound fancy. Corn mok chew.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get some of that. I sound so country though, because my voice is so country and high pitched. Can I get some of corn mok chew? They gonna be like, lady, just ask for fried corn. But corn mok chew and a little crab cake.
Crab cake.
Anything for dessert?
I'm not a big dessert maker. I can make some really good cobblers and I can make cold and warm banana pudding. But outside of that, and I can make a cake, but baking is too much of a science for me. I can ad-lib with cooking, and if it doesn't taste right, you can add a little more. You can't do that to baking.
Maybe you need to call me. I got a food truck,
dessert
food truck.
I heard.
Yeah, so
we need to talk about that.
Yeah,
too.
we do need to talk. What's for dessert? We get you right, especially with the banana pudding. Like my little sister, she does all the baking and the cooking.
Oh, really?
I make the chocolate truffles, but that's all I can do.
Okay.
I don't step outside those boundaries.
Okay.
But when it comes to her cake, her caramel cake, and her banana pudding, it's the bomb. People literally be asking her during the holidays, like, "Hey, can you make me?" So we just decided to get the truck, and it's actually doing fairly well.
I remember that, but I honestly forgot. But we'll be talking offline.
I'm gonna have to get you some samples.
Let's talk offline.
What's for dessert?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what we got for the Obamas, the corn mac chew.
Corn mac chew.
I'm about to
crab cake with the corn mac chew.
What? Give me something else fancy. What else is fancy that's basic, but I gotta throw some je ne sais quoi on there. That's okay. Corn mac chew was enough.
Yeah.
I just text you if I need something else.
Oh, yeah,
Cedric,
you do
I need some fancy shit. Tell me what to say. Okay, so let's play a game. I like to play a game with all my guests.
Okay.
This one is going to be called Cookin or Bookin.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask you a question. If you were to take the job, you're cooking.
Okay.
If you like, nah, that's not my zhuzh, that's not my thing, I'm booking on their ass. I'm leaving. Okay. So a person calls you for a 100-person plated dinner and will pay 3 times more because they're giving you less than 24 hours, but you already have a gig. You cooking or booking?
Cooking.
You're cooking?
I'm cooking.
For real?
Absolutely. Well, I'll figure it out.
How you gonna figure it out?
I'll figure it out like I figure out the rest of my life. I'm telling you, in this industry, things pop up.
Yes.
I mean, I've had people to call me, "Hey, my caterer bailed on me."
You know that happened with us.
I know that
with
happened
our birthday
to you.
party.
After I said it, I was like, "Oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that."
No, you came through.
But it happens, and you have to be flexible, and you have to think outside of the box sometimes. And they may come with a menu, but you can say, "Hey, you call me at the last minute. I can't do this, but I can get you this." Okay. And so as long as they're flexible with that, then I'm cooking.
You cooking, okay.
Because I'm going to make the dollar. I'm going to make
3
the money.
times?
3 times?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, you
I'm
cooking.
doing it.
Okay, we cooking on that one. I don't know what I would have said. A client calls, not a client. Actually, this is a big fan of yours. They've been following you since day one.
Okay.
They only have $500 though, and no legs. So they're a fan with $500, but ain't got a leg to stand on. Literally, no legs. But they just.
So you just threw that there, Andy.
I had to throw that in there to really show.
To soften my heart.
I don't know if it's going to have you cook a book, but he calls, "Hey, Cedric, I only got $500. I just want to experience what you've been giving to the people. And I ain't got no legs."
And how many people is it for?
I don't know. He just said he got $500.
I need more information before I can say cook or book.
He got 10 people. It's 10 people.
It really depends.
He ain't got no legs.
That ain't got nothing to do with it.
He don't care what you cook for him. He just wants you to.
Okay. If he doesn't care.
He doesn't care.
Okay, I'm cooking.
He just want to experience the Cedric Frazier experience.
What people don't know is I really have a big heart.
I know you do.
I know you do. But people don't know that. Like I am, because I have a big heart and I want everyone to experience stuff. And I work with people probably more. Well, back in the day I did. Now I don't have to as much, but I still do. But I would probably cook it.
Okay. So we cooking.
I'm cooking.
Okay. All right. Because man ain't got no legs, Cedric. I mean,
but that has nothing to do with it.
I mean, I had to throw that in there though.
I get it.
It's hypothetical. I had to make it play on your heartstrings.
Yeah, I see.
Okay. But you're cooking.
I'm cooking.
All right, man with no legs. If you're out there, you got $500, you might want to give him a call.
No.
If you want
don't solicit them.
Okay. In a perfect world, hypothetically. Okay. Last one. J-Lo, Oprah, and Diana Ross calls. And they all want you to cater a private event for them. Who you cooking and who you booking on?
Oh, I can tell you right now.
Okay.
Off the cuff, I'm cooking Oprah.
Okay. Cooking or booking?
Booking J-Lo.
You gonna book on J-Lo?
Book on her.
Okay. Book on her. What about Diana? It's Diana Ross.
I'm cooking.
Okay, you cooking.
I'm cooking.
Okay.
I'm
I'm about to say you can't do that to the Supreme.
Yeah, I know, right? No,
Okay.
I mean, she's an icon. So but who wouldn't want to cook for Oprah?
You right.
Because I am definitely one of my goals is to be on her Christmas favorite list.
Okay.
For my cookware.
Okay. For your cookware.
For my cookware.
Okay. You will be.
I will be.
We speaking everything into existence.
Absolutely.
We just ain't cooking for J-Lo.
No, I'm not cooking
All right.
for her.
I mean.
Mm-mm. She don't know what she want to be.
Okay. Yeah.
Who she want to be with.
All right. Oh, I know that's right. Okay. So Oprah and Diana Ross, we cooking for.
Yes.
Sorry, J-Lo girl. I tried to throw you in there.
I mean, I love her, but.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna start doing I love you, but. Well, this has been a wonderful conversation.
Thank
I'm
you
so
for
glad
having me.
you were able to come through. Let the people know how they can find you, where you're located,
Sure.
and just give them the whole zhuzh.
Okay. So I am in South Dallas.
Okay.
My venue is called Luxuria, a Cedric Frazier experience.
Mm-hmm.
And that is in DeSoto, 2010 Northampton Road in DeSoto, Texas. And then I just opened my full service catering kitchen and cafe, and that is downtown Red Oak. And it is 103 Waller Street in downtown Red Oak. And so we are open every day. Well, we're open every Thursday through Sunday starting next week. And we serve soul food and comfort food every Sunday, but more grab and go on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about your social media?
My social media is the Cedric Frazier. I mean, the CF Experience _ and or I am Cedric J. Frazier, the chef, or Luxuria Dallas, and on all social platforms.
Platforms.
I know, right? All social media platforms.
Yes.
That's where I am. But you can always Google. My SEO is real good, so as soon as you put Cedric, it's gonna pop up.
Oh, good.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I pay enough for that.
I know that's right, yeah, because most of the time people just use Google anyway. The first
yeah.
thing that come up,
Yeah.
oh, okay, because they lazy. So
Yeah.
if you popping up number one,
I'm popping up.
pop on them. Come on, Cedric. Cedric Frazier, the Cedric Frazier Experience.
Yeah.